Hey, yo, welcome in, welcome in. Today we're gonna watch an oldie. It's basically Andrew going on Pearl's show, and I'm kind of skipped away through it a little bit, but let's get into this and see some of this because it's not good. It's not good.
Right.
And like
Right.
good,
But what but what
good.
does the average man get out of that? And that's the point.
They get a society to live in.
Right. So I just want to know
Do
when
you
these
think that? Do
changes
you
are
think
going to
that men?
happen.
Do you think men live in like bubbles in a forest, or do you think that they live in societies which are governed by social relationships?
Okay, so when are these changes going to happen? Like when
Yeah,
can
but
my
answer my question
producer
first. Do you think that men
I
live in
don't think
isolated bubbles, or they live in a social dynamic society filled with interpersonal relationships
well
they
the
deal with?
average man doesn't have many friends. He's like 3 or less, I
Yeah,
think.
but they have
So
friends and they have family members and they still have to engage in society. You have to go
Just
buy
in
a fucking
case.
cheeseburger, right? They got to go buy a cheeseburger and not get
well,
pickles on it because
right,
some
but
fucker doesn't speak
every
English.
stat shows that men are actually checking out of society. So,
Yeah, that's bad though, right? That's not good. Like we want to change that, right?
right,
That's the
but
whole point.
I would say it's pragmatic because they're
Yeah,
realizing there's no
pragmatism's bad.
okay, well, I hope isn't a strategy, and what I think you're kind of trying to do is sell hope, and I
No,
think
no,
it's
the
better to. I
pragmatic
think it's
argument that you're
still.
making right now is like, guess what? No men would ever be in pain ever again if they all shot themselves in the head either, would they, Pearl?
I don't
That would
really
be the
think.
ultimate form of
I don't
pragmatism.
really think that's the same, but hey,
That
All right, so she's saying he's trying to sell hope because basically there are no women that are capable of, and these are her words, not mine. There are no women that are capable of being virgins and born again and saving themselves till marriage. That's not at all what. That's not the reality. Because there are a bunch of degenerate women out there who literally have given up their V and their virtue long time ago, does not mean that all of them have. So, number one. Number two, it's not about selling false hope. It's about selling actual hope that people change. I was a degen at one point, and it took God changing me. And probably the same thing with most people. I mean, we're all born into sin, and we all have to be redeemed. Uh, I'm sorry, this is the way it is. And if you keep on watching, we're gonna see constant. I wouldn't say rebuttals. I'll say interruptions, constant interruptions, and in a lot of disrespect. Like I've noticed this with Pearls. Like almost every video that I've saw, I haven't seen many, but all of the ones that I've saw, she literally overtalks her guest, which it's her show, fine, fair enough. But I mean, a modicum of decency is, goes a long way.
no,
I
that's just
don't. I
pragmatism
don't.
taken
So
to its
okay.
logical conclusion.
So
If you
I
want to
said
stop all
I
suffering
said
of men,
okay.
they all go bye bye.
Just stop.
They're all
Okay.
dead. Now there's no more suffering of
So
men. That's just silly,
I
right?
said men look at the facts and make a decision. And you can make a decision for yourself. I'm here to report the facts, and that's the same as shoot yourself. Okay. I mean,
No, that's not. No. You're making a
totally
conflation.
fine. I mean, hey,
You're all you just
wait
did
for
was
the
make a
born again
conflation.
virgin, guys.
See, continually, she makes an assertion, and decides not to let him clarify when he goes to do so. And this is a typical thing a lot of women do. Not all women. I mean, all women are not tramps. All women are not 304s. My wife is a wonderful woman, and she was originally a Catholic. When I met her, she wasn't perfect, far from it, but she wasn't, OnlyFans, OF, whatever.
That's
You
totally
said
going to get you.
Nobody
That's
made
the
that
best way
prescription.
for. That's what you said
You're just
earlier.
lying now. It's just reframing.
That is what.
Reframing and
Okay.
total bullshit. Never
Okay,
said, guys,
okay.
wait for the born
Okay,
again
here we go.
virgin. In
Okay.
fact, I'm the one wrecking those
Okay,
fucking broads. What are you
okay.
talking about?
All right, now watch right here. Is constant. Okay. She's not listening. She's literally waiting for him to finish speaking, and and that's not. What are we ever going to gain by that? How are we ever going to, achieve anything?
Okay.
The thing, I've never made
Didn't-
any such prescription. It's always reframing.
Can I edit it here?
Because the
Where
thing
you,
is,
can
is
I
like,
edit it where I
ultimately-
asked you? I'm going to edit it earlier because you
Yeah.
did say that the way you would suggest men dated was to wait till marriage, even if the woman wasn't a virgin. You did say that.
Yeah, has nothing to do with born again virgins. It's just that's
Okay.
your pragmatism of
Okay.
a social mitigation for bad thing happening. That's it. It's all a matter of mitigation of risk. The idea that I said that you need to wait for a born again virgin, fucking absurd. Never said it. The reason you have to reframe this is because
How should I?
I'm
How should I?
advocating
What should
for
I call
men's-
them? Okay.
I'm advocating. Hang on.
All right.
I'm advocating
Wait for a woman
men's-
that gave it to other
I'm
men
advocating
for free.
for men's happiness, men's rights,
Okay.
men's health. And the only thing you can think of to do is to consistently attempt to reframe it into somehow I'm telling men to take some plunge with some fucking skank born again virgin. Fuck that. I'm talking about the mass mitigation
Okay.
of risk and the change to a
All right.
system.
All right, guys. I know she slept
That's
with your
literally
ex-boyfriend.
12, 13 mm-hms or okays while the man's trying to talk. So, like, she's sitting here telling women it's not their place to tell men what to do, okay? But this lady right here is sitting here pretending like she's the world's, lady simp, man simp, excuse me. And she's sitting here over talking Andrew constantly. She did it the other day. I saw a video with the Liza something. I need to go back and check it out. But she did it there too. And okay, fine, fair enough. It's a woman. This is a man. She's sitting here saying it's not her place and that women shouldn't tell men what to do. But yet she can talk over him. And she could sit here and okay, and continually do that while not even paying attention and listening. I ought to title this video,
Okay. I know she
If it would not get 0 views, I would title it,
slept with her ex-boyfriend.
Here comes the straw man
I
that I would
know.
never
I know
prescribe
she.
ever.
Okay. Should men wait till marriage? You said yes, right?
Yeah, generally
Okay.
yes.
Even if
They
the
have the best
woman,
outcomes,
even if
yes.
the woman isn't a virgin.
If it is the case that you want men to do whatever they want,
Okay.
then if man really
Guys, don't
likes
do-
the woman,
Don't
if
do
the man
whatever you
really
want. Do it,
likes
Andrew.
her-
Do what Andrew says. Do
Yeah,
it.
so
No.
if it is the case,
My
that the
producer,
man
he's taking notes
really
now. He's gonna
likes-
follow your plan.
Yeah. So if the man really likes the woman,
Okay.
and men should do whatever it is that they want, right? Then under your feasible system, a man should just
David, the
I'll be honest. I'm too nice and too polite. I'm too nice and too polite. In my opinion. Maybe not in reality, because I do get frustrated. But in my opinion, I am too nice and too polite to go on shows like this.
movie.
I will not be afraid.
Skip your ad.
fuck a chick because he feels like it, right? It's like that's untenable, one. And two, yes, is it okay for a man to hold his own integrity intact and still be in love with a woman who
Right.
slept with a man before
Right.
and have good outcomes? Yes, of
Yeah.
course it is.
So now
Of
you're
course it is.
shaming men for wanting to sleep with women outside of marriage. And that's what I said. You're the one shaming men because you're the one saying that they're degenerates if they,
No,
even
I'm
though,
talking
even
about
though
outcomes.
statistically,
They are.
even though
I'm so
statistics-
Outcomes
like-
for
Men, here's the thing, man. You're the leaders of society. You're the creators of inventions. You're the soldiers of war. You're the ones who keep the lights on, the power going, the friggin' water flowing, the roads paved. Say this all the time. You're the ones who keeps the gasoline in our vehicles. You're the ones who build the engines, put in the engines, work on the engines, maintain the power lines, maintain everything, the sewer systems. Okay? All technology that we have, it's all done by men. There's a few women out there who can do it. 0 men who can have babies. 0. So we're just going to swap places in society because a few women can do what men can do. A few. A handful in each state. A handful in each state. We have 50 states. So 450, 500 women can do this stuff. But we're just going to completely swap roles and swap places knowing that 0 men can have babies. This is the kind of insanity that we're hearing out of Pearl. Even though she's not advocating for that, what she is advocating for is basically women going and doing their own thing and men being degenerates. We don't need that. We don't want that. The red pill lifestyle that free agent, as a CGA said, it's stupid. It's ridiculous. What does it get you? You know what it gets you? Yeah, you might have a decent house. Yeah, you might not have that much debt. You're going to have all kind of STDs. You're going to die alone. You're going to be miserable. You're going to have no children. The replacement rate goes down. Do you understand? For every 50 people that retire in the construction fields, maintenance, all of the 7 take their place. Thank God we are coming into a new era and new time where more people are coming back into it. Because if we're not, we're going to have a dilapidated world in no time. And it's going to be thanks to people and prattle like this.
Men who maintain virginity and marry women with low body counts or virgins have really good outcomes.
I am super, you know what? You'd have to show me the study.
Show her the study.
I am super sure that when the woman is not a virgin and the man is, that is a recipe for disaster.
Listen, you're right that the risk
I know
increases,
I'm right.
but it's still mitigated. It's still mitigated
right.
by the fact that if they have a lower body count, right,
okay.
within the threshold of 1 to 3, right, it does mitigate risk significantly. Is it always best to have a virgin? Sure, but guess what? Unfortunately, in the world that we live in, that's probably not what you're going to get. You're probably not going to get a virgin who's a man either, but you can still mitigate all kinds of risk.
What does he get?
Why do you think
what does he get?
Risk?
What does he get? What does he get? He gets.
So one more time.
Why don't you repeat yourself? Because you're not listening.
I'll explain what men get out of this. Even though you keep asking the question, I answer.
A child, continuation of his lineage, an attempt at a happy, normal life. He's never going to get that with whores. He's never going to get that with, being an incel. He's never going to get that with the CGA or the Myron Gaines red pill crowd lifestyle. It's insane. It's insanity. We have one side of the spectrum that's the red pill and the other side that's the destiny degeneracy. We're right here in the middle. Right here in the middle, where normalcy and family unit and children and loving a loving father and a loving mother, like a man is supposed to love and honor and respect his wife and adore her. But a woman has to be submissive, has to have kids, be a good role model for those kids, raise up those kids and do those things. We're going backwards. We're going backwards.
They get what they've always
you have such
gotten.
bad answers.
And she's laughing, telling him he has such bad answers. She doesn't even know how clueless she is.
Okay.
You're like,
Because a couple of friggin' CGA followers follow her on her channel, she thinks she's got it all figured out. Okay, where's your boyfriend? Where's your husband? Where's your children, Pearl? I didn't think so.
here's a bad deal, guys. You got a bad deal before.
Yeah,
here's another
you're giving
bad
them a bad deal. Not only that, here, let me ask you this. What have men ever gotten?
Men, you've always gotten
one thing men have ever gotten.
You've always gotten it bad, so you should continue to accept
the question,
it bad.
Pearl. Don't dodge, Pearl. What have men ever gotten? Pearl?
That's all she does is dodge. She literally will not answer a question.
Translation, men.
Not answering. No, notice, audience, she's not answering.
Notice, audience, he won't notice. He's not answering either.
I did answer. I answered 15 times.
Yeah,
now, here's my question to you
right.
after I gave you the answer.
Okay.
What have men ever gotten?
Okay, 100 years ago, average 6 to 8 children. I believe this is off the top of my head.
So you only care about caring about children, not about men.
Wait, I'm not done. That's
caring about children, not about men, Pearl.
He got I'll finish.
Okay,
he got a virgin wife who had been with nobody else, who stayed with him for a lifetime.
Wait, I thought that women's behavior was ingrained and that they were always fucking men, according to you, and that the men just didn't know it.
They might have been. They might have been,
Well,
but
now
at
they
least
might have been.
you know, if
Contradiction in terms.
they
Now
did,
they might
if
have
women did at the time, it was not as widely known as it is today.
Why?
If women did, they may
Because
not
there
have.
was no
I wasn't
internet.
there.
There was no
I'm not going to
extra,
speak
extra,
up.
I know, but
extra. Read all about it. Here's the horror of the week from this town and this city. That didn't happen. Now it does. They advertise it. They even show it and flaunt it and sell it on OnlyFans. So now, yes, it's more prevalent. And guess what? People like me, people like Andrew, people who have in their 40s and late 30s, they're tired of this bullcrap. They realize that masturbation, pornography, and all of these deviant sex acts are stupid. They're a waste of time. They're a waste of your life. They're just degeneracy. Okay? So they're turning away from it. And the only ones doing it now are the ones that are on the left, that are still going after it, the ones who have no values, no morals, no compass at all to speak of. And you're sitting here and Gen Z, what are they doing? They're turning away from it. They're denying it. Why?
But that's what you said last time. You said, no, they were still screwing around even then.
Well,
It's just behind the
according-
backs and nobody knew.
Well, I mean, there's genealogy records that show that women did step out. Like, there's people that have done like genealogy records, and like a lot of times it was the neighbor or something like that. I'm not going to go back and forth about 100 years ago because I
So
live
what
in.
did men
I live
ever
in.
get, Pearl?
I
What
live
did they
in.
ever
but,
get?
but that doesn't matter. And that's the whole
Yeah,
point.
right. So
You
the
keep
thing
going.
is
You
like,
keep going
you keep
back
on-
into. You keep going back to.
That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. The fact that you have this show right here, the fact that you're able to get on the internet and discuss and speak and think in public, to men nonetheless, it means you're hypocritical to your entire argument, because your entire argument is men are the ones getting jacked, screwed over, but yet you're the one advocating for them and simping for them while you're
100 years ago. I live in the now. I don't.
You wouldn't be able to do that 100 years ago. You wouldn't be able to do that 50 years ago. And that's the 60s. That actually had to be the 70s.
Care what
Yeah, I
happened
know, but
100
you
years
just
ago.
asked me
I
this
don't,
question. You
I
said,
don't care.
Andrew,
I know,
what
but
did
you
men
keep,
get?
but you keep
And
deflecting.
I say
you
this,
keep,
I say, here's
you
what
keep,
men
but
get.
you keep deflecting
Yeah.
and bringing up the
I'm
past.
not
You're
deflecting.
like a woman bringing up the past.
I'm just
Who
making
cares?
you answer the same question
Who
that I'm
cares?
answering.
Who cares
You
about
say,
100 years ago?
Andrew,
So-
you're not giving me
so-
any answers. Here's my answer. Give
Okay.
me one, Pearl. What
Okay.
did they get? What did they ever get?
Right. I don't care about 100
Yeah,
years ago.
that's right.
I
You
care
got
about.
nothing.
Of course
You
you
got
don't.
nothing.
I care because you're talking
Nothing.
about the past. What do they get today, Andrew? What do
They
they
get the same thing they've always gotten, which is a family, the thing that seems to make men the most happy.
Right.
Unless you can name something else that men were getting before that, and I'm all ears.
Or
What
do
was
women?
it?
Do women stay
can't.
today? Do women
I guarantee you she can't. No, they don't.
stay today? On average, do women stay today?
At lesser rates than they used to.
Okay.
By for sure they do.
Okay.
But if you're
Do
asking what
women-
men
do
get,
women-
that's
do
this is a
women-
different question.
But
You're
they
asking
don't.
about
But
how
they
men can
don't.
get
But they
fucked.
don't get it. They don't get it.
Yeah, but a lot of
You're
men do
saying-
get it. That's a lie. They do get it.
No, they don't.
A lot of men do. Yeah, I just gave you those stats. And by the way, if you're talking about, again, even when it comes to guardianship, it's quadrupled. If you're talking about marriage in a Christian sense, 25% divorce, low body counts, even less.
Are
A lot
people?
of
Are
men
more
do get
people?
it.
Are more people getting married today or less?
Less. I'm
Okay.
glad. Less secularists are getting married. Good. Fuck them.
Okay.
Fuck them. I don't care if they get married or not. fucking
Right, but
bastards.
this isn't a religious channel, right? You're trying
I'm
to
not saying
peddle.
it's a religious
You're trying to
channel.
peddle
I'm
your.
saying
You're
it's a
trying to
religious
peddle your
channel.
religion, right? And
No,
that's
I'm
kind of
trying
what
to
you're.
peddle outcomes. Why do I
Right.
care if secularist men who are hedonistic want to get married or not? It's
Because
irrelevant.
she wants to
the
Right.
future
peddle-
belongs to those.
She wants to peddle her hedonistic lifestyle that she has. And I won't speak of it. I won't speak of it. Allegedly.
To reproduce,
Right.
and it's not going to be those who don't get married because they go, well, the thing is that I don't feel like
What?
I'm getting anything that men haven't always gotten for this. And the one thing you could name, same thing I could name, they get children. When I said it, you said, well,
who did
Andrew,
the
that's
kids?
you
Who did the kids?
promoting,
Who did the
promoting
kids belong
good for
to?
kids.
Who do the kids
Yeah,
belong
stop,
to?
Pearl, my turn.
Who do the kids belong
What you do?
to?
Yeah,
Who
my
do
turn.
the
But
kids
anyway.
belong? You don't
Yeah,
like
so
the
it's
answer.
my turn.
Who
It's
do the
my
kids?
turn.
Who do the
Yeah,
kids
you won't even
belong
let me
to?
answer. So
who do
so
the
here's-
kids belong to? It's
you're
a
just
one-word
reframing.
answer.
Stop
It's a
reframing. Let me
one-word
finish.
answer.
Let me finish the point.
It's a
sorry.
one-word
I
answer. Who do the
usually
kids
Waiting for-
belong to?
But what
Subaru is proud